brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Friday morning. Coming at you live from downtown Yellowknife Cabin Radio. Minus 21.6 degrees outside right now. You might want to wrap up warm on your walk to work. Is it pretty good?
Why are you talking?
Because I'm on radio, brother. That's old school radio.
Well,
New school radio is kind of like this.
We're still not on the radio.
I know, but I'm practicing them. I hope the CRTC is listening. Look, this guy's got a real voice down.
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the mid-2000s, early 2000s, where everybody had, like, do you know who, what's the guy's name from CJ92? The top dog from CJ92 was one of the biggest guys in the country. Dang it. I can't remember his name.
Wolfman,
yeah, it was one of those guys.
Wolfman Bob.
And he was fantastic. And he was like 30 years, and they all kind of had, they kind of talked like this, and he was, yeah. And so every station, right? Every station, this is what radio does. They take the thing, just like TV, take the thing, make it, multiply it across the country. This will work here too. So everybody for a while, and it happened with female presenters as well. They all kind of sounded very similar, but like all the men across the country all kind of sounded like this. Yeah, like that kind of thing. That's all. Just an observation for the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're trying to go a little bit different from that. You know, just kind of keep it casual, podcasty style.
Have you noticed that evolve over the years?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, like for a while there, everybody had an Australian for some reason.
Oh really?
Yeah. There was like three stations in Vancouver that had like an Aussie guy.
Even we have an Australian.
I know, but he can't speak Australian.
Not as well as us.
Speak Australian. Yeah, you totally king. That's pretty good.
We've regressed.
Yes.
We haven't been practicing lately.
No, we haven't. Sweet as, man. Sweet as.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler and Lecter are hanging out. I'm your best friend, and Lecter's my well-wisher in that he doesn't wish me any specific harm. That's a good description of our relationship.
Pretty good, yeah.
We just found out that Megan Brackenberry is a trader, and so we're talking about Walk to Tuck, and apparently she's joined another Walk to Tuck team. Her and Sibba have joined another Walk to Tuck team with some jackanapes from NNSL, whatever that stands for.
Jackanapes?
Yeah.
Is that an acronym?
I think so, yeah. Let's figure it out. Jackanapes. So JACKANAPES.
Jerks.
Acting consciously, knowing all ne'er-do-welly applications persist everyone's sensibilities.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast. Great story out of the Capitol. We don't talk about this. From Ollie Williams this morning.
Oh, you're not going to continue railing on Bracken Sips?
No, that was enough.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're like 18. I can't really poop on them too much.
They're still figuring it out.
Yeah, they're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, you know, they've got it pretty figured out.
They do.
What's crazy about those two is that they've got more figured out at that age than I did probably at 30.
Last year?
Probably last year. Yeah. Just kind of like, oh, I'm going to figure it out. I know.
Yeah.
You know. I just got to survive till Christmas. So I'll get it figured out after that. It's usually how the year goes. But a great story out of Yellowknife this morning. Why am I buzzing? Don't give me the
too much coffee. That's why.
That's right. I am buzzing. 2 servers at Yellowknife Restaurant given $1,000 tips days apart. Wonderful. That's it.
That's it.
No, 2 servers at the same Yellowknife Restaurant have each received $1,000 tips from customers in what the establishment's owner called a Christmas miracle. Galaya Maklitsov Kazan, I think that's it. I'm just reading that. Pardon me if I got it wrong, was handed a $1,000 tip when a customer paid their bill at Steak Restaurant on Saturday. Tiala Gonzalez was presented with a Christmas card containing $1,000 in cash on Tuesday. Gonzalez said she almost cried the moment 9 women accosted her outside the restaurant and handed her a big wad of cash. No, this is wonderful. I think they did this last year as well. Pardon me. This was a story from last year, right? Like a server at there was a server
the
Quarry,
Chateau Nova, yeah.
At the Quarry, got like $1,100.
Yeah,
and I mean, yeah.
The year of the pandemic, $100 knocked off that tip.
That's
I mean,
right.
You know, we're all just trying.
We're all just trying to
save money,
get by here.
Yeah.
So yeah, a group of local women, same group as last year, gave these huge tips. Very cool, especially around this time, especially during this year. Dig deep and giving some servers a much needed boost to their tip jar this Christmas time. I like it.
Do you know that it's a group?
Because it's a similar, same group of women. Like that's what I was looking for in the story. I don't think there's it doesn't seem there's a name to this group, but it seems like a group of friends got together and put together some cash and gave it to a server.
Huh.
And I mean, I recognize some of the women from last year for sure. So There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if it's all the same women, but some of the same women for sure.
From the group, two patrons who give a damn.
Yeah, yes, exactly right. Patrons who give a damn. Very nice. Lovely story. That's gonna provide a nice little cushion for the Christmas holidays, which servers do not get.
No,
we're all gonna be going out for dinner up until the last minute on Christmas Day.
That's right.
It's
a great story. It's also like one of those kinds of stories that I imagine every other server
is like, come on, like what? I wasn't working that night.
If I was a server, it would be like. I'd have such mixed feelings about it.
I would too.
You know, because I'd be like,
"That's great.
I'm happy for you.
That's great for you.
I'm happy that happened to you. Where's my $1,000?
It's true. I've
been working.
I know,
for so many years.
It's not to sound cynical, but I have the same things as well. Like when I was a server. And we would do group tips, right? So you'd pool all your tips together, and everybody would get a slice of the tips.
Right.
That's how it was. Group tips. But every once in a while, you would get handed like a person would come up to you, give you a $50 handshake or something like that. Hey, you were great. There you go.
I can't do that anymore.
$50
fist bump.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just throw it at you from a distance. And then, so it would happen to you, and you'd kind of be like, but you were still supposed to put it in the pool, which the managers were like, you're supposed to put it in the pool. I'm like, I'm not putting that. If someone gives me $50 in my hand, I'm going to keep it.
You're poisoning the pool.
Because I deserved it.
And that.
But when it happened to somebody else, you're like, well, what the hell?
Yeah.
So hopefully these servers this year won't be too upset when somebody gets $1,000 next year. And again, not to be cynical, this is a wonderful, wonderful gesture for these two servers. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good on these ladies for putting some cash together and making someone's week, making someone's holiday. That's amazing. But absolutely felt the same way if I was another server standing there like, I brought out your drinks. What's up? I
delivered them with a smile.
Yeah. When she was on her bathroom break, I brought you your drinks. So.
I asked you about your day, how your week was going.
Do you have an extra $1,000? I asked all of these questions. But no. Tila got it. Congratulations to the two servers.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wonderful stuff. Find that story at cabinradio.ca. And if you'd like to donate $1,000 to Cabin Radio, you can.
It's funny because I just saw a story. For some reason, I'm getting people, like people.com, just notifications pop up on my computer. Yeah. I don't know who signed up for these, but every once in a while they're kind of interesting. And today it popped up saying the Soup Nazi actor Larry Thomas, of course from Seinfeld, makes over 6 figures a year on Cameo.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Isn't that insane?
A guy who is famed for the worst restaurant service.
Yeah.
In television history.
2 episodes he was in. The one episode and then the final episode. That was it.
Makes over 6 figures a year just saying.
Because he just yells at people.
Hi. No soup for you.
No soup for you. I'm sure he does it in his voice. It would suck if he did it like his. It'd suck if he did it in his everyday voice. Hi, I'm Larry Thomas. No soup for you.
Yeah. He's performing. Absolutely. But he's like, just trotting out a very routine thing, making what? I don't know, 30-second videos.
Are you making a connection between that and this? He's a bad server getting all this money. Are you saying that they gave this to the worst server?
No, I'm saying that they're probably really good servers, and it's nice that but this only happens, as they said in the story, it's like lightning striking twice.
Of course,
it doesn't happen very often.
No, but this guy makes 6 figures a year. I know.
Famed for being the character who is the worst service person in the industry.
Yes,
over 6 figures a year.
I mean. Yeah, 6 figures a year. But I mean, really, that only means $100,000 or more.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But I mean, that's 6 figures. So I mean, you got policy analysts at the GNWT going.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
That's right, it's Friday. Oh, good. Enjoy the weekend. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. What's going on this weekend?
It's going to be cold.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, it's minus 20. That soft little tease we had last week of like +2, it was garbage. I liked it. It was great to go outside for longer periods of time with the dog and all that stuff. It just, I don't need any of that in December.
It's strange in December.
Give me winter.
Yeah.
Give me winter.
I mean, compared to the extreme we're going to find in the next couple weeks.
Is it getting really cold in the next couple of weeks?
Oh, Christmas is going to be cold.
Oh, well, that's okay. I like to stay inside on Christmas. Have myself a little cup of cocoa with some marshmallows.
I like to go outside.
We're going to be trimming the tree.
You haven't trimmed your tree?
No, we trimmed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually trim it?
Have the little Lionel choo-choo around the tree. Sorry. That's my molasses dripping from your lips. So I don't know if you guys know this. So Comic-Con happens every July, but Disney and Marvel have their big end-of-the-year announcement. So they have a big cavalcade of whatever. Obviously not a huge crowd pleaser this year, but they made announcements yesterday. A huge dump of information. It's called Investor Day. So real magical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The imaginations of children are alight across the world on Disney Investor Day. Everybody buy some stock, including updates. Included on this day are updates for new Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney Animation Studios projects. So, obviously, a big slate of things. And now the way things work is that you're trying to create franchises and kind of in-kind franchises. So you kind of plan out the next 5 years. So what Marvel did with the Marvel Extended Universe after Iron Man hit, they were like, well, let's do a Thor movie, this movie, and this movie, so we can do an Avengers movie, and then we'll So, 12 years later, or 11 years later, they have the biggest movie in history when it comes to Avengers Infinity War.
Right.
So Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Sorry, Endgame is the biggest movie in the world. They're like the top 4 movies
until the next one
of all time.
Yes.
But I mean, it was a pretty huge accomplishment to create all these things and like to top it off with literally the biggest movie of all time.
Great work, everybody.
Great work, everyone. Anyway, Marvel
with such a minuscule budget,
right? Exactly. Yeah. What an
shoestring.
Indie films. That's the future. So a lot of people asking, obviously, where does Marvel go from here? You got a movie that just made $3 billion,
right?
And Robert Downey Jr. is now dead. Iron Man, that is. And he's apparently not coming back.
But thanks for the spoiler alert.
Sorry. Sorry for spoiling the biggest movie of all time for everybody. If you haven't seen Endgame, chances are you're not going to see it.
That's true.
Anywho, so they made their announcement, and here I found an article. I was like, I told you they announced like 20 things. Here's an article here's the 52 biggest things.
Good God.
they did. So Disney Plus, right, is Marvel, and they announced a bunch of series, right, to continue these storylines until they can start making movies again. Mm-hmm. And they've already started making movies. So WandaVision, right? It's been one of the ones they've been hyping up the most. So that's going to be Vision and Scarlet Witch together. So that's Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany. So that's 2 huge movie stars.
I have no idea what you're talking
doing
about.
Doing a TV
anymore.
show. So, all right. So Vision was killed at the end of Infinity War. So
who is Vision?
Easy. Scarlet is, well, yeah, exactly. Who is Vision? What is Vision? What powers him? He doesn't even know. So anyway, he was killed by Thanos at the end. And Scarlet Witch is incredibly traumatized by this. So she's gone inside her own mind and has created an alternate reality in which Vision still exists. So WandaVision is her projecting a reality that's like based on her knowledge of like old TV shows and stuff like that. Anyway, it looks pretty cool. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There's a Loki TV show coming, a Hawkeye TV show coming, a What If animated series, which is basically...
Wait, Hawkeye Pierce?
Yeah, Hawkeye Pierce from MASH. Oh my God. It's going to be great. It's an origin story.
Oh.
Yeah, starring Shia LaBeouf. Animated series called What If. Basically...
He could play a young Alan Alda.
Are you into comics at all? Are you not into? Not really.
No.
But you know that there's alternate realities for all these comics, right?
Of course.
So you've got the main storyline. There's alternate realities. So What If is basically going to do that. We're going to like, what if this happened? What if they took a step left or a step right? And you're going to do all the alternate realities?
Jesse,
I'm just saying.
I'm not an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Of course I know there's alternate realities.
Disney Plus also has Armor Wars, which is a War Machine TV show. Iron Heart, which is an alternate reality for Iron Man. Secret Invasion, which is Samuel L. Jackson is doing a TV show with Ben Mendelsohn, like huge movie stars. They're getting to do TV shows. They're doing Moon Knight. They're doing She-Hulk with Tatiana Maslany, Canadian actress who's amazing, and she was in Orphan Black, incredible. So it's not just that they're shelling out all this money for these shows. They're shelling out all this money for this talent, too. So that's what's exciting about it. They also announced Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to go along with the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. There's an I Am Groot series of short films coming. Wait, Black Panther 2, the third Ant-Man film, which is called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Let's see, the third Spider-Man movie, which has been announced that they're going to encapsulate the Spider-Man universe from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and the Spider-Man universe from the Amazing Spider-Man. They're bringing back Doc Ock. They're bringing back Electro. Tobey Maguire might even make an appearance in the third Spider-Man. There's a new Fantastic Four movie coming out, and that's just Marvel. Let's go to Lucasfilm. Obi-Wan Kenobi we got our first look at. So Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was also announced that Hayden Christensen's coming back as Darth Vader. There's about 8 or 9 different Star Wars TV shows coming out. The Mandalorian spinoffs, the Rangers of the New Republic, and Ahsoka, which is a character that was just debuted last week. Star Wars The Bad Batch was an animated series. Star Wars Andor and Rogue One's Diego Luna is coming to Disney Plus. So there's a spinoff of Rogue One becoming a TV show. Star Wars Lando, there's a Lando TV show coming out. What else? There's a TV show for Baymax. There's a TV show for Zootopia. There's a TV show for something else. Oh, a Moana TV show coming out. Also, a Buzz Lightyear TV show or origin of Buzz Lightyear, starring Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear. Chris Evans, arguably one of the biggest stars in the world, starring as Buzz Lightyear in a Buzz Lightyear origin story. Just wait, I know you're falling asleep. It's fine. There's the movie, the dog from Up, Doug, getting his own TV show.
That's Doug.
Yeah, I love Doug. I love Doug. That's great.
The hell is that?
It's a TV show. So it's called Doug Days.
Doug Days.
A new series featuring the beloved dog from Up. Premieres this fall. I guess that's just part of it. They also announced Marvel 2, Black Panther 2. What else did they announce? It's nuts. They announced so many things.
In one day.
It just took up my entire Instagram feed.
Cancel 2 of those.
And let's not do 2 of these.
Cancel 2 of those projects.
Yeah.
And end world hunger with that money.
Nah. This is how you end world hunger. You keep people entertained.
Oh my God.
That was the announcement. That was all announced yesterday.
That makes me angry.
Yep.
It makes me anxious.
Fair.
It makes me itchy.
I love it.
And just tired.
Yeah, absolutely. And Will Smith and Chris Hemsworth are going to do a series for National Geographic called Welcome to Earth. I mean, that's pretty good.
That'll be pretty great.
Especially if Will Smith says Welcome to Earth.
And just punches Chris Hemsworth in the face.
Welcome to Earth. Bam! Right. They also announced the new Ice Age movie. Wow.
Nobody asked for any of this.
A lot of people asked for this.
No.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
it's so crazy.
God.
So, like, obviously, a lot of people being like, well, we just can't. We'd have nothing original to say anymore. It's like, it's not about having nothing original to say. There are original stories. There are original stories coming out every year. It's just that more money is invested in things that they know have already made money because these things are an absolute risk. And for the most part, the people complaining about no originality are the same people who are plopping down $20 every time to go see these movies because they want to see them. So, like, it's too much risk for a studio to be like, I'm going to drop $100 million on an absolutely original story that no one's ever heard of. Christopher Nolan's about the only director that's getting that money.
I mean, he could try.
But Christopher Nolan's about the only one that's getting. Here's $200 million. Go make Tenet, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. A movie that nobody gets.
So, back up.
No.
There's a Guardians of the Galaxy
holiday special.
Yeah,
to go along with Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Why?
Because there was a Star Wars holiday special, and this is Marvel's version of Star Wars.
Did anyone enjoy that?
Well, they made a new one of that. So the Star Wars holiday special is infamous for being so terrible back in the day.
Yes.
They remade it this year. in Lego, I think. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well,
it's
I'm
crazy.
exhausted.
I am also exhausted. And now, and what sucks about this is that all getting announced now, none of this is landing before Christmas.
Well, no, of course not.
Right?
No. Not even the holiday special.
Not even the holiday special, which is going to come out in 2023.
Holy God.
Oh, we don't even know if we're going to be around Disney to spend that money. All right.
How many of these things do you plan on watching?
I will check out WandaVision. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'll see Ant-Man 3. I like Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's great.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Undeniable.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Black Panther was great.
Nah.
Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk sounds pretty awesome.
All right.
All right?
Well, it's a good thing you got that unlimited internet package.
No doubt. Because I'm coming for you, bandwidth.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Joined by Andrew Goodwin. No, I'm joking. It's AJ!
Why? You're not really joking. That's my real name.
Oh, what? I just guessed that.
Andrew James.
Andrew James.
Oh, I thought it was Andrew Judwin.
A lot of people do.
That's why we called him AJ. Yeah.
You'll be shocked at how often that actually comes up.
Judwin.
Why is it AJ when your last name's Goodwin?
Shouldn't you be Ag?
I was like, well, I went with Ag for a couple years, and it just didn't roll off the tongue.
Egg. I'm Aggie. I mean, Aggie's that's cool.
That's a real name.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. My favorite Aggie. AJ, why are you here?
I'm here because I received a phone call yesterday.
Yep.
And
a nice phone call. We're only allowed to do nice stories here now.
Yes, right. It was a very nice phone call. But when she called originally, you know how usually if you hear from someone, it's usually something negative, right? Like if you don't hear from anyone, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Because they've enjoyed,
generally,
whatever. Yeah. But
I mean, they're inoffensive enough to be ignored.
Exactly.
So you go on a date, you have a really nice time, and then you don't hear from them. You're like, guess they had a great time.
Well, that went well. Yeah. I'm glad she had a good time.
No complaints, obviously.
Yeah, this is great. So she...
I never have to see this person again.
Her name was Kyra Martin. Mm-hmm. I don't know where she's from. I'm going to assume she's local, but I don't know. I was kind of so taken back. I didn't really ask where she was from, but
right.
She called up and said, hey, I've been listening to the stream. And instantly I went... What did Jesse say?
What did the evil morning man upset?
Yeah, and then she kind of kept going. It was still ominous. Like, yeah, I've been listening to it all day.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, God.
This is getting worse and worse.
Did we miss a swear word? Or I was like, what? So in my head already, I'm coming up with as many defenses as I can so I can start to defend the station. And
listen here, Kyra.
She eventually gets to the point where she goes, and it is fantastic.
Oh, good.
I went, well, okay. She said, I've been listening to it all day. I turned on in the morning. She said, I don't really listen to the radio very often. She said, I'm a working class girl, which I thought was an interesting point to make.
That's our audience.
I don't listen to the radio a whole lot, but it's my day off. I turn it on in the morning. She said, I've been listening to it all day.
Amazing.
I love the music. She said, I've danced. I've cried. Which is amazing. Yeah.
I think she said, especially those 8-minute Pink Floyd songs.
Absolutely.
Can't get enough.
She did. And she loves Weezer.
Oh, loves Weezer.
Right. Wow. Yeah, especially the cover songs. Okay. Not the originals. Not a big fan.
All right, Kyra.
And so that was a phone call. I was
That's really cool.
I didn't know what to say because I was already building a defense.
Like getting all defensive.
Yeah, like, listen here, Kyra. I really like you guys. I'm
just trying to picture the conversation. Yeah, I've been listening to the stream all day. Now all day.
Oh boy.
So the thing about the stream is that it's fantastic.
That's honestly not far from the truth. Like, she really led me down a dark hole.
Yeah. Amazing.
I swear it was on purpose. Like, it felt like a lifetime until she finally got to the part where she was like, you guys are awesome. Like, oh, thank goodness.
That was
Thank
awesome.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then you just like poured your heart out to her.
Yeah.
You don't know how much this means.
I started crying and dancing.
We come in every day. We just try to do good things.
Everyone was really mean to our news department yesterday. And they're just trying to do their job.
They said it wasn't news.
Well, I guess we have to. Well, I mean, Kyra, thank you so much for your kind words. I Hope you meant the morning show as part of that.
She didn't say anything specifically about our news coverage, right? Like, we're still
it was all positive. Yeah, you're not listening to me. It was all positive.
Right. Yes.
No. Okay. She's gonna call back. I was like, well, my morning starts with the 90s at 9. I'm like, okay, great.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by Emily Blake because it is Friday. It's around 8:30. That means it's time for the PCPTP Pop Culture Party Trivia Party.
And I'm not on my computer, so I don't have the
trivia
theme song.
Trivia.
There it is.
I think I got the answer. Trivia. Oh, it's too high. All right.
Good morning.
Emily Blake. This is a fun game for everybody who's here and anyone who's listening, whatever. Eventually, we'll turn this into a game where you can play and we can give out prizes, but that time is not yet. Emily, what is this week's theme?
So this week's theme is pop culture news of the week.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's been the theme for 3 weeks running.
I haven't paid attention.
Either have I, really. Although, I will say this. If one of your questions is, how many things did Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney announce yesterday at their year-end event? 60.
I'll probably just pass out on the floor if you ask that.
Yeah.
All right.
We already talked about it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Question number 1.
Yes.
What famous celebrity just got their first tattoo?
Ew.
Oh.
Was it A, Madonna,
No.
B, Camila Cabello, C, Bryan Cranston, or D, Michael J. Fox?
Oh.
It's not any of the names I was expecting.
I'll go C.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, I'll go Bryan Cranston as well.
It's actually Madonna.
Madonna!
She got her kids' initials on her wrist.
Wow.
That's cool. I guess I just assumed that Madonna had those
tattoos,
things done to their body, done to her body.
This is the first one.
Crazy.
Question 2, 0,
All right.
0.
Question 2. Katy Perry has a 3-month-old daughter with Orlando Bloom, and Ariana Grande just gifted her a Givenchy snowsuit.
Whoa.
What is Katy Perry's daughter's name?
Oh.
Is it A, Iggy, B, Onyx, C, Daisy, or D, Wednesday?
Oh, my
Wednesday.
C.
C, Daisy?
Daisy.
I'll just stick with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Daisy.
Hey!
And all the other options are actually the names of other celebrity babies.
No,
So
who named their kid Wednesday?
Rupert Grint.
I
don't even know who that is.
That's Ron Weasley.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
Weasley.
Okay.
I'll buy that. I'll buy him his kid's Wednesday. That's fine with me.
Onyx is Iggy Azalea's baby.
I don't like that at all.
And Iggy is Noel Fielding's
Okay.
kid.
Okay.
Oh, how funny. Iggy Azalea really leaning into the stealing black culture thing by calling her kid Onyx.
What did you
Well,
say?
her daughter, I believe, is half black, or her son. So,
Well,
you know.
What did you say?
I mean, that's what she's been accused of in the past.
Firmly planted in.
She's like an Australian white girl, and the first thing out of her mouth of her first single was like, "First stop, I'm the realest," and it's like, okay, all right, that's enough.
What did you say Katy Perry's daughter's name is?
Daisy Dove.
Daisy Dove.
Daisy Dove.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Daisy Bloom. That's
Cute.
pretty cute.
I don't
All
know what her last name is, if it's Bloom or... Well, Perry isn't actually Katy Perry's last name.
No, it's not.
But, yeah.
No.
All right.
It's Purry.
That's her cat's last name.
Right.
Okay.
She's a furry.
Question number 3. Cyndi Lauper has announced a TikTok benefit concert for her organization, True Colors United. And a ton of artists are involved. What artist has not been announced who will be appearing on the Home for the Holidays special? Is it A, Billie Eilish, B, Henry Rollins, C, Whoopi Goldberg, or D, Michael Bublé?
Oh, wow.
It would be ironic if it was Bublé.
Yeah. I think you know what? I'm going to go with Bublé because it just doesn't seem to fit the milieu.
Okay. Yeah.
Rollins definitely does. Eilish, absolutely, because Eilish is basically this generation's Cyndi Lauper. And what was the other one?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi, the whoopster. I'll go with Bublé.
Yeah, I'll go with Bublé too.
That's correct.
Yeah, sticks out like a sore thumb in that group.
All right. He is like the king of Christmas, though.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
probably got too much else going on.
Exactly, which
That's
is exactly
true.
why you don't want him on your show.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4. What artist has just released a new single called Let Me Reintroduce Myself? Is it
R. Kelly?
Is it A, Fergie, B, Gwen Stefani, C, Christina Aguilera, or D, Pink?
Who needed a reintroduction?
I mean, it's either but I mean, like Christina's been on like The Voice forever. Stefani's been on The Voice forever.
I feel like Pink is needy enough to need a reintroduction.
She releases an album per year.
Yeah. I'll go with Pink.
You go with Pink. What was A again? Sorry.
No, sorry, that's the
Paris
next
Hilton.
one. Fergie.
I go with Fergie. She hasn't released music in a while. Fergie.
It is actually Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani.
Wow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She's literally on TV all the time.
She hasn't released an album in a very long time.
Tell me it's a country album.
No, it's so right now it's just a single. It is like reggae inspired. It's kind of going back to her
back to the No Doubt days.
Mm-hmm. And in the music video, she's actually wearing
in blackface.
No, she's wearing the outfit that she wore in the Just a Girl video. It's an homage.
Oh my god. Nostalgia's getting a little out of hand. It's like we all know that the world's ending. It's just like, let's just relive the 80s and the 90s a little bit more.
Yeah.
Here's a bunch of Star Wars.
Oh, by the way, 90s at 9 coming up next.
Yeah, that's right. Coming up at 9 o'clock, 90s at 9. Here's a Buzz Lightyear origin story. And here's Gwen Stefani dressed like she was when she was 20.
I love No Doubt.
So do I.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I love No Doubt too.
Because, I mean, the last album Gwen...
Tragic Kingdom is a classic album.
The last album Gwen released was a Christmas album.
Oh.
And then before that, she did a country single with Blake Shelton that made my ears bleed.
Enough of this.
Okay.
Next question.
Question 5. Which artist has released a new fragrance called REM? Is it
R. Kelly?
A, Paris Hilton, B, Britney Spears, C, Ariana Grande, or D, Rihanna?
Why isn't it REM?
Why isn't it Michael Stipe?
Michael Stipe.
Yeah. I'd be suing if I were Michael.
Right. REM. Rapid eye movements. Talking about sleep.
I don't think they have a copyright on REM.
Probably not. Well, I mean,
I assume they would.
Yeah. Paris Hilton.
But they retired, so they gave it up.
Sorry, give us the options again.
Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, Ariana Grande, or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Paris Hilton.
It is Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
And the reason her fragrance is called REM is because she has a song also called REM.
Oh,
great.
Also, in Ariana Grande news, her Sweetener tour, a documentary on it, is going to be released on Netflix.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I know you are.
Apparently not of her fragrance.
Yeah, that's right. Here's what this song smells like.
I have her other perfume. Just as an aside.
It smells like sweat and cucumber water.
Wasn't that a Katy Perry thing too? Didn't she release like
like Dark Horse? I think she released the Dark Horse fragrance.
No, but like at her concerts, there was like an aroma that filled like a branded aroma that filled the arena during her concerts. It was like some like bubblegum.
I would expect that at a Rihanna concert.
It's probably better than the smell of like what a concert normally
sweat and beer. Yeah,
what a concert normally smells like.
You know what I mean?
Cannabis, sweat, and beer.
Yeah,
just people packed into a space
and harumphy parents
and desperation
taking their kids to a Katy Perry concert. Just like, all right.
Question 6.
We're 1-1 on 6 questions.
Who became the first female artist in Spotify history to cross more than 70 million monthly listeners this week?
Oh.
Was it A, Billie Eilish, B, Ariana Grande, C, Miley Cyrus, or D, Lady Gaga?
I'm going to go I might go Miley just because she's been everywhere lately. Ariana Grande was not... If she's not the first, that would be weird because she's got like 70 million Instagram followers or something, or like 200 million, something like that. She's like the second biggest Instagram following.
I'll go with Billie Eilish just because she just released new stuff.
Yeah, I'll go with Billie.
It is Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. Damn,
knowing all of these.
I thought you said you were a big fan.
Well,
not of her music, apparently.
I mean, I've been a listener for years. So,
I like that one song about Pete Davidson that came out recently.
I was part of the 13 million club.
Yeah,
way back in the day.
I like that bacon and eggs song. You know, bacon eggs, bacon eggs, bacon and eggs. I think that's Thank You Next.
Oh,
bacon eggs, bacon eggs.
Is that like a Weird Al version of it or something?
Ooh, I'd love a Weird Al Ariana.
Oh my God, Weird Al needs to release more music all the time.
Agreed.
Can you do? Can you imagine? Because he would do a Billie Eilish song, and Billie Eilish would sing the hook for him, probably.
Yeah,
she's that kooky. All right, last question. We're 1-1.
Okay. There's been a lot of new Christmas music released this season.
Oy.
What celebrity couple just released a music video made up of holiday home videos for their cover of the Christmas song?
R. Kelly and a random 15-year-old.
Is it A? Why are you so obsessed with your
I don't know. It's just
A,
I saw an interview with him.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
B, Ashley Simpson and Evan Ross.
Was that who she's with? Oh.
Yes, they're married and have children. C, Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. Or D, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton.
Camilla and Mendes.
Yeah, I'll just stick with.
Sorry, it's Camila Cabello, not Camilla Cabello, right? Is it?
I believe so.
All right,
but I'm not.
Mendes and Cabello.
C as well.
That is correct.
All right, tie game.
I have another question.
Okay, tiebreaker.
Okay.
We're not allowed to answer the same thing.
Okay.
There are only 42 songs that have ever been certified diamond, meaning sales have reached 10 million copies. What Miley Cyrus song was just added to that list?
Damn.
Was it A, Can't Be Tamed, not Teamed.
Can't be teamed.
B, Party in the USA. C, Wrecking Ball. Or D, We Can't Stop.
That's got to be Wrecking Ball.
That's got to be We Can't Stop. But I'll go with Party in the USA.
It is Party in the
Whoa.
USA.
Wow.
Shaking my hips like, yeah. Moving my butt like, yeah.
That's a great tune.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all those are great tunes.
Those are all great records. I win again.
Well,
For
congratulations.
Pop Culture Trivia Party. Pop Culture Party Trivia Party. That's what it is. Eventually, again, we will do this for the listeners, and they'll be able to win stuff. For now, it's just bragging rights for the people in the studio. Emily, thank you so much again for preparing a little pop culture trivia for us. This is one of my favorite parts of the week. I love it because I win.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
A little something special here to end off the MATC second hour. We received a lovely post. We've been receiving lovely posts a lot lately. And this one is a bit in the style of some Christmas poetry, and we wanted Ollie, with his dulcet tones and his lovely received pronunciation, to give it to you. Please.
Okay,
great. We want to get this out there before CBC steals it. Go.
Okay, let's go. So this is from Patty Bly, who wrote this to our Facebook page.
It's wonderful.
And it is super cool. So she writes, and this is the full poem. Dear Premier Caroline, we like your YK world just fine, and we want to live in awesome Christmas hope. See, sometimes here in the Katikmiat, the sun goes down, and it's cold as a knock, and a visit there helps us all to cope. We would like to see the northern lights shining strong to the north at night just for a few Christmas holidays. We promise not to be any trouble if you would only open up your bubble and we could join in those old NWT ways. The Katikmiat remembers when we were all together, and our favourite place for donuts on the go is right close to Stanton Hospital. They make the hard so possible, and we just want all of Yellowknife to know we appreciate your welcome. We sure do want to still come and dance along the lovely Frame Lake Trail. We have been really COVID-free, and between you and me, we'll keep a 2-meter distance without fail. My Christmas wish, NWT family, is to have no COVID calamity, and I promise you won't put yourself at risk. If you let us in your territory, you won't be at all sorry, and the shopping therapy will be brisk. So please, Premier Caroline, open up your doors in time and help us take the flight down to your town. Our COVID numbers never vary. We really are Katikmiat merry, and a Christmas miracle will bring you much renown.
Very nice. Very well done.
How could it? I mean, if you phoned Protect NWT with that, how can they say no? How could they say no?
I'm still going to keep those borders closed. That's fine. Lovely. Thank you very much, Patty, for sending that in. Ollie, thank you for reading it. Very nice.
It's nice. The least we could do. We're giving it a shot. Hopefully they're listening to the morning show. You know, the premier's there in her office. She's like, you know what? Patty's got a point.
Let's open her up. I love it. Yeah, it would be nice.
COVID Calamity. You haven't used that one yet, have
you?
No,
that's right. No,
that's when COVID Corner fails to go to the air. There's just a blank technical difficulty screen that has COVID Calamity written on it.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much, Patty. That's going to do it for Mornings at the Cabin. We got 90s Tonight coming up in mere seconds. We haven't done this in a while. That's going to do it for us. We'll talk to you guys on Monday. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and be safe out there. It's going to be a little colder, so wrap up warm. Enjoy all we have to offer out of doors.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.